So I just got word here a second ago that I think we are ready to go and transfer over to our Sonic run. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road with Savac. All right, we are ready to go here with our next run of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for PC Dark Story. A couple incentives were actually met for this game, including a glitch exhibition as well as another story incentive. So I am just going to let Savac take it away, and good luck, my friend.
All right, thank you very much, and thank you for letting me know. I didn't know the glitch exhibition was actually met, so I guess I'll be doing that too. So hi everybody, my name's Savac. I am an SA2 speedrunner, and yeah, we're gonna be doing Dark Story tonight, and last story, and then we're gonna showcase some glitches. So without further ado, I'm just gonna get going. So we're gonna be starting the timer in 3, 2, 1, go. So Dark Story is the less popular of the two main categories. So some of you may not be as familiar with how Dark Story goes. It's a little bit less flashy than Hero Story. There's not as many giant skips. It usually focuses more on kind of core movement. And I'll kind of explain each character's movement as we get to them. So right now, I'm controlling Eggman. Sorry, the other characters are going to be Rouge and Shadow. So generally, everybody casually, they really only like Shadow or Sonic. They don't like the mechs, they don't like the hunting characters, but they actually have some pretty interesting movement. With mechs, they can feel really clunky if you don't know how to make them turn appropriately. Essentially, they don't corner very well. So what you have to do when you're going around a turn is either turn very gradually, or if it's a sharp turn, you're going to have to jump. Otherwise, you're going to lose all of your speed. So you may have noticed that I went backwards after I hit an elevator to go and get 15 rings. So there is a reason for that. So what happens is if you have 80 to 89 rings, when you hit a checkpoint, you get speed shoes. So I have 81 rings right now. So when I hit this checkpoint, I'm going to have speed shoes. It takes 22 seconds for this elevator to get all the way to the bottom. So I'm just waiting for it to get down there, and then I'm going to activate the speed shoes. And what this ends up doing is it saves about 1 second. It's not a lot, but I mean, it's worth doing. Try to do whatever optimizations we can do. The game is fairly optimized. So there's a lot of little things that I'm going to be doing, such as kind of just aiming in just the right way to hit that missile without having to backtrack all the way over to the little elevator lift. So that's it for the first level, Iron Gate. So one thing that you guys might notice after this level is normally when you clear a level, you get an emblem. Assuming everything went well with my setup, we didn't get an emblem. So I set up something called Emblem Skip Glitch. And basically, we're not going to be getting any emblems for the entire run, so it's going to shave about 2 minutes off the total time, which is basically something I don't normally do, but it's very marathon friendly.
That's actually really cool about the emblem skip. Sorry to interrupt you. I was just
no
going to say,
worries.
I think that emblem skip probably sounds a lot better than emblemless.
Yeah.
Right, overall. And the other thing I wanted to mention is you mentioned Shadow and like the darker characters and whatever. How can anyone not like our molding friend Eggman and his giant mech suit of clunkiness? I'll let you keep going.
Yeah, so right now we're on to Rouge, and the game's being very, very mean to me and not giving me any pieces that I can work with. But how this generally goes, there's about 100 pieces in any given stage. And once I read the first hint, I know... Oops, I was clearly not paying attention. I know exactly where to go. Except when I do that. There's actually 2 pieces with that name. Oh, this is a rare piece, Emerald Leaf. So we get to show off a wall run. Okay, so we're coming up to the part of the run that I'm the most terrified of. So Sand Ocean is next, and Dry Lagoon and Sand Ocean together are what make people hate this category. So first thing I'll mention is I'm going to reset at the beginning of Sand Ocean. And the reason for that is there's actually cycles that are ticking or moving during this in-game cutscene. So I reset to put them back to normal, and now I have 2 tries at a frame perfect trick, so I really hope this works. Oh, let's go. I was missing this like 10 minutes ago in practice.
Yo, congrats, my dude. Yo, let's get some claps in chat for the frame perfectness. I'm always a fan of these kinds of like strats and tech. It's always really cool. Do you have time for a couple donations as well?
Absolutely.
Real quick? Okay, we've got $1 from Tempest Mask 1000 that says, this donation is my last for the marathon. I wish I had submitted a game sooner, but Awingus had closed on the 7th and not afterwards. Even so, I am glad it raised so much money, even for Axiom Verge's goal. We have a great dog at home, but remember that other animals need a home as well. Tempest out. We also have a $7.86 donation from D-Man with no comment, but both of those are for Runner's Choice. So, Savac, do you have a favorite Claire costume in Resident Evil 2 Remake by chance?
I don't. What are my options?
Your options are they're pretty good. They're pretty good here. Let me go ahead and pull it up. We have I'll also tell you the amounts so you know which one is winning. But we have Tank Top sitting at $3, old school classic 1998 pixel costume at $227.37, Elza Walker at $10, Noir in the lead at $565.89, and Military at $21.
Ooh, this is gonna be tricky. I'm gonna have to think about this.
You gotta plan out the bid war strat in your head.
I do. Okay, so there's another strat I'm going to go for in the next stage, and I really shouldn't do this for a marathon, but I'm going to do it anyway, and I might die. So here's hoping. I'll let you guys know when it's coming. But the good news is we finally get to see Shadow. So this is Radical Highway. It's one of 4 Shadow stages in this run. Unfortunately, Shadow kind of got shafted in Dark Story. It's basically Eggman's story featuring Rougean Shadow. So we got to kind of enjoy Shadow when we can, because we don't get a lot of him.
I mean, I would argue that Shadow has the best hair, as well, of like anyone in the franchise, except maybe Big the Cat. But you know,
we will actually see Big the Cat today.
Oh, thank you. Perfect. Best character, of course.
I think I'm gonna miss this. Oh no. Here, let's just play on this this spring for a bit. Alright, so the strat I was talking about that can kill me is coming up in about 10 seconds. Alright, commence clenching. Okay, we're good. Really? And this is not going well, this Radical Highway.
I don't know, it seems pretty radical to me, and Shadow seems to be moving pretty quick.
Yeah, he's still zooming for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely going fast. We also got a lot of people in chat currently typing Froggy.
Oh, I'm really sorry, but Big is in this game, but not Froggy.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Please don't tell me that something bad happened to him mid games.
You know what? I'm gonna leave that up to everyone's interpretation. All I can tell you is there's no Froggy.
He started a family chat and moved into a mansion. Okay, that's all you need to know. Froggy is safe and sound.
Alright, so we have another Rouge stage coming up. If you don't know who Rouge is, this is Rouge. See, told you. So, I have 1 life right now, and I'm kind of nervous because I might have to reset her death strat here, which is going to put me down to 0. Okay, that's fine.
You got this, man. No nerves, only dreams.
Okay. Nice free piece. I honestly don't think I've ever spotted that before, so that was awesome.
I see, so that's that marathon luck, right? Sometimes you get that good old...
Oh yeah, we're gonna find out real quick. This is a 50-50. Okay, a 50-50 that I won. There's 2 pieces with this name.
Very nice, man. We also have a $4.20 donation from Deagle that says 420 times 2 because we're now up to 420, 420.
Let's go.
Hey.
Alright, so we're back to Eggman again. You're gonna be seeing a lot of Eggman tonight. So this is Lost Colony here, and we're gonna get an upgrade that's very broken. So we're gonna get the jet engine. I can't believe I just bonked that door. And that's gonna allow me to do things that the developers really did not intend me to do. So I'll kind of explain it when I get it. Alright, so the jet engine is right in this room. So, essentially, if your jump and hover are close together, you get additional height. And you can use the pause to get those 2 inputs as close together as possible, way faster than a human could ever do normally. And it allows you to do things that... I mean, I can say it or I can just show it. So right here, there's no way they planned for this to be possible. And we're going to be using this tactic very liberally in the next stage.
You know, whenever, you know, you got it, float it, dude. I think that's how it goes. Also, I heard you say earlier, what did you say you were using? Did you say you were using the pause?
Yes.
Oh, okay, the PAWS. I got you.
Oh, okay, yes.
Perfect. That no human could do as well. See, so I mean, we know which. It was all calculated from the start.
All right. So if anybody is a fan of Big the Cat, I want you to look at the left side of the screen. We will be seeing him in just a moment.
Spam cat emotes, please.
There he is. See, I don't see Froggy though. The OS frog coming in.
Telling you, we didn't see Froggy because he was living his best life over with his family somewhere else, away from Big the Cat.
All right, so
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, yeah, so this really is Eggman's story. If you hated, you know, having an Eggman level so soon again, when you play this out, like everyone's always like, oh my god, I can't believe there's another Eggman stage right here. But this stage is actually way more fun than Lost Colony in my opinion. We get to use that pause hovering, and it's going to allow us to do a lot of things. First of all, I just skipped an upgrade that is supposed to allow me to break steel containers. So I can't do that, so I'm going to have to go around them for the rest of the run anytime that I encounter them. So for example, right here. And without pause hovering, there's no way I'd be able to do that. Also, for some reason, they programmed it so that Eggman goes ridiculously fast on the aircraft carrier, and I don't know why.
I don't see why people would complain about additional Eggman scenes there.
So close.
Oh wait, did we just make a diamond jewelry store in our chair from the clinch?
Not quite, but it was close.
Pretty close. How can anyone not like Jim Carrey's work in this game? I mean, come on, dude. The man's hilarious. So.
Alright, so here's another nifty jump called Satellite Jump. It has a very jank hitbox, but the pause hover does allow you to get up there. So we're finally up to the point in the run where we get another boss fight, because it's been a while. Hotshot was second, and we haven't seen a boss, you know, in like, how long has it been, like 10 minutes? That was too close. So this boss fight, everybody always hates the way that I do this. I promise you guys, I am not going to die. I'm not at risk of dying. Just, I promise. It's not Monka. See?
Better luck next time, Fox Boy.
The gradient color? Yeah. I've got two LEDs behind me. Okay, I am gonna exit out here because I do not trust this game to be nice to me. And I need lives. So this this stage is notoriously evil. There are 3 color... Oh no. Why is... Okay, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Blue safes are active right now, which I didn't realize. Normally I have yellow active. Blue is active by default. There's a global variable for which safe is active, so if I trigger yellow on another file and open this one, yellow will still be active. Hey Aura. No, we are not getting a 257 on this security hall. No way. I did get 257 once, though. Oh, okay. No safe pieces.
I feel like gliding around would be so much fun.
Probably. I wish I could do it.
Just need to grow wings, man.
How is that? Like me?
Even then, I don't know if I'd be able to do it. Alright, so this is a Flying Dog. Every single boss in this game has 100% predictable AI, and we can really exploit it for this boss. So we can actually lock him into a corner, and that starts off by hitting him while he's out of bounds here. And if you hit him in just the right way, he stays in this corner.
Isn't predictable AI so nice in a game?
It
Especially
really
with
is.
like with speed strats. Also, I wanted to make a mention that this boss name sounds exactly like a boss from one of my favorite franchises. This is something Kojima would do in Metal Gear, dude. This is Flying Dog.
This
It's
is
like,
Flying
yep.
Dog. This
That's
is
a
White
perfect
Jungle,
boss name.
though. We're finally back to a shadow stage. This is the second one. So I don't think I talked in Radical Highway about a technique called storage, which is what's allowing me to run under barriers, and you're going to see it quite a bit in this level. Basically, it's a byproduct of the developers putting I can't believe I just hit that spring. Putting every action button on B. Oh no. So in the kind of second and a half that I'm holding B before a spin dash shows up, you have all the properties of a roll, and it allows you to kind of just literally run under barriers. This white jungle is being very cruel to me, by the way. So anyone who's a fan of Green Forest wall run, we don't have that here, but we do still have a wall run. It's just not, you know, as cool. Oh, not as cool as the one in Green Forest, but I may be showcasing that later.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I like all the wall runs in this game. If anyone didn't know that Shadow was like an anime ninja, now you do. So.
Oh, I guess we're not doing this loop skip. So we just skipped another upgrade, the air shoes, which is basically the light speed dash. So total upgrades that we've skipped so far that are supposed to be necessary is 2.
Here we go.
How long, by chance, how much time do you lose by picking up some of those upgrades that you're skipping? Because obviously you know the much better way to get around the Sonic universe.
I feel like I'd lose like 4 seconds trying to get air shoes. And okay. The bazooka in weapons bed, that probably would have cost me like 5. I'm not entirely sure.
That's like a pretty good chunk though. Like especially for, you know, any kind of speed game. So that's pretty dope.
Also, this is a very famous cutscene.
You're not even good enough to be my words.
Thank you, Orange. Definitely had that ready.
Bring it on.
No time to hang out with the likes of you.
You think it's more than 4, Aura? I don't know. I never really timed it.
I think Shadow made Sonic eat those words like Sonic eats chili dogs, dude. He got absolutely Shrek'd.
Oh, good point. The light speed can kill you in a lot of stages. So I do not mind not having that upgrade. You can easily just light speed right off a cliff. So right now we're playing Route 280. In Rouge's very phallic-shaped vehicle. And what I'm doing right now is a technique called snaking. And essentially what it allows me to do is it removes the deceleration cap. So I can basically sit at boost speed all the time.
I think this is a fine and dandy looking car.
Exactly.
Also, you have a quick second for me to remind Chad a little bit about our bid war here that you're still thinking about, I'm sure, for Runner's Choice, and a little bit about the Pause Your Game charity, of course. As I was saying a little bit earlier, we are still on our way towards our $5,000 goal for Pause Your Game, and we are raising money through a wide variety of sources. You guys and gals have the chance in chat to donate towards a bid war, which is the Resident Evil 2 Remake Claire costume choice. Right now, Noir is sitting at $566 in the lead, with 1998 costume coming in at $232. So let's keep in mind what all Pause Your Game is about real quick. I'll read their mission statement to remind y'all, and so you know that we're doing all of the good work, including Savac, who is absolutely destroying this Sonic run in the boosted car. I love it. Pause Your Game is a 501c3 nonprofit animal advocacy group whose mission is to help raise awareness, funds, and other resources for both private and municipal animal shelters, rescues, and sanctuaries through video game marathon streaming and other events such as tournaments and LAN parties hosted by Pause Your Game. Roughly 8 million animals enter American animal shelters per year, and 1.5 million of those animals are killed. By working together, we can take a stand against kill shelters and give our furry friends a second chance of finding a forever home and receiving the care that they need. It's what Froggy would want, chat. Okay? It's what Froggy would want. I'll let Sava get back to the run now.
All right, so we're pretty much coming up to the end of Route 280. This one's actually going pretty well, I've got to say. I'm not sure. I know my gold split really sucks. So if you guys hear a really loud ding, it's because I got a gold split. I don't think I'm getting it, but I'm close to it.
We can make the ding in chat
Oh,
if you want to.
never
anyway.
mind. That is a gold split.
Okay, we're good. Ding. Let me see those dings, chat.
Yeah, that's not a ding, Emily.
Shadow, they're in that blue plane. Spotted at 11 o'clock.
Copy that. I'm in pursuit.
Alright, so this is the next Shadow level, and I did say Shadow gets shafted. This is a ridiculously short level. And that's partially because we're going to be skipping like half of it. So for some reason, they included these pumpkin mountains, and you can kind of just jump between them and skip an entire mountain that you're supposed to go to. This wasn't part of the plan. I didn't want to be going this slowly.
Here we go.
That is the line I think every speedrunner fears. I think there's two. I've said one of them before, and the one that you just said was...
Wait, what did I say? That wasn't
I've
part of
said-
the plan?
No, well, of course that. But the other one was, I believe you said something along the lines of, "Oh, I didn't want to go this slowly."
Oh, I think the other one that speedrunners say a lot is that's never happened before.
Oh, that's definitely the GDQ one. The other one that I have said before while speedrunning different games is, I'm like, what is happening? What have I done? It's
Yep.
like my the main quote. So this looks like a cool boss.
And it's over.
Yeah, it was still pretty cool.
Okay, so... We've got another really nasty RNG stage. This is the final treasure hunting stage. This is Mad Space. I may be resetting if I don't like the first piece. And we also might be skipping an upgrade. Oh.
It's gotta be too low.
Okay, we are skipping an upgrade. This is a nice respawn piece.
That was also the second amazing Willem Dafoe Spider-Man that I've heard today. One from Cosmic and now one from Savac. So congrats on that.
Let's go.
It's gotta be close. Only one more left.
Wow, double sticking star? Okay. So all the hints are backwards on Mad Space. It's kind of the gimmick. They're backwards, they just outright lie to you.
It's gotta be close.
Anyway, that was definitely passable RNG.
I got it.
See, so some of the levels have been particularly mean, but some of them have also been okie dokie.
I mean, as bad as I feel like the run's going, I'm actually only like 34 seconds behind right now.
That's very, very cool.
Treasure hunter. Did you find my emerald?
Oh, I feel like this is flirting. Are they flirting?
No,
have
but they
to
will be later.
The tension is high.
The sexual
in
tension
this.
between Nux and Rouge, oh my gosh.
So what are the kind of the strategies with Rouge here with this Knuckles fight?
Oh no, hold on. Okay, so the strategy is this. So you can kind of just repeatedly step on him.
Master
Now give
Emerald.
that the
Their AI doesn't know what to do when you're above their head. I said oh no because he started running away and I didn't know what to do. So up next we have Cosmic Wall. There's going to be a very large amount of downtime during this stage. So if there's donations, it'll be like the best possible time to read them.
Okay, for sure. Let me go ahead and...
All right, so it'll be in like 40 seconds.
Okay, sounds good. So what's going on in these earlier portions of the stage?
So the gimmick in this stage is the gravity. You have low gravity, so it can allow you to jump really high up, but the gravity also allows us to do this.
What the heck just happened?
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I
But we're
believe
doing it.
someone in whoever built the space architect or the city architect or whatever it was, they obviously didn't pay enough money for their floors or walls or boundaries or anything like that.
Someone screwed up.
So how was this out of bounds or this trick discovered?
Oh,
in the
there's
community?
actually an amazing story for this one. So this trick was discovered by a runner called Ethmar, and he discovered it one day because he's like, I feel like finding a new skip. I hate the current one. So he just went over there, he did it, and nobody knew about this skip except him and Dage, and they kept it a secret for about a week, and it was unveiled in the grand finals race of a Dark Story tournament. And we were all just blown away because we'd never seen this before, and they just both went for it.
That's actually really amazing. I would assume that when they first got it, they were probably like, "Uh-oh, where do I go?"
So we actually do know where the end of the level is because there were older skips that flew to the goal ring as well. The original skip was called Cosmic Wall Skip, which actually clips out about 30 seconds later, but does clip back into the stage. The next one, and the reason that we knew where the goal ring was already, is called Dream Skip. It does not clip back into the level, it just flies to the end. And it's called Dream Skip because somebody came up with the idea for it in a dream. Really, this happened. And the skip that Ethmar hated and all of us hated was somebody found a way to skip Cosmic Wall Skip. And because we are amazing at naming skips in our community, we called it Cosmic Wall Skip Skip.
Thank you. I was like, please let it be Skip Skip.
So
That would make my day.
because we used to call it Swiss for CWSS, and the idea of skip, skip, skip was, I guess, too much for the community to handle. So the skip that I performed is called Swiss cheese, and it's because we kind of went through a hole in the ceiling, kind of like Swiss cheese.
And this strat is absolutely delicious. Also like Swiss cheese.
It's like
which
the
is fantastic.
greatest thing ever for a speedrun because it's faster and easier than the old one.
And it's like I'm imagining this tunnel that's right next to you now, that's right next to Eggman, is actually like a tram tunnel or something.
Yeah,
And
so
like people are flying through, looking out their windows and seeing this man just like fly in this mech
So
the entire time.
that's the tunnel that you go through when you're kind of battling the drill at the end of the level. And
So this like skips an entire boss and everything, or like at least the in-game enemy.
yes.
Nice.
Okay, so we are almost done. There's one more boss. Oh no, sorry, two more bosses.
Okay, cool.
What a cheesy joke. Hey, I didn't come up with it.
Oh lord, it's Tails. You know this one's gonna be easy.
You say that as I start screwing up.
It's okay. Tails, you know why? It's because Tails heard me and was like, this guy. And just threw you under the bus. Dude, he heard me.
I
I'm telling
blame.
you.
I say that's commentator's curse.
So what are the strats for this boss fight that
Oh,
we're
now-
trying to do?
Not die, hopefully. So there's a really nice AI manip that I can do for the Tails version of this fight, like when you fight Eggman. There's unfortunately no equivalent for the Tails 2 version, but in Hero Story you can actually make Tails fire his laser into a wall, and you kind of just wail on him.
Oh, poor Tails, dude. Tails always gets the short end of the stick.
So the final stage of the game is one that everybody hates except me, apparently. So this is Final Chase. And there's a lot that's going to be going on here. Oh, nice gravity. So I'm usually like really focused in Final Chase, so I may be a lot quieter than I've been.
Yeah, no worries at all. So you can focus, and whatever you want to talk about is fine.
All right, so this jump, I promise it's not nearly as Monka as it looks.
That was pretty Monka.
It's not, I swear. So this is tube section. This is where most people struggle to optimize it. There's a lot of ways to lose time in this part.
Gotta be honest, Chad, this looks absolutely amazing to at least watch on the side.
Unfortunate. Alright, so there's a tiny little skip here. Or maybe it's big. I don't know. It's called mini skip. You guys be the judge. Tell me if it's big or not.
Yo, shout out to Shadow Pinball or Spinball over here off the walls and everything else. All right, Chad, what do you
JSS
think?
time? Oh yes, this has never been done in a marathon. Hold on. Oh, we got it. There you go, Gerp. That's for you. So Gerp98 in the chat discovered what I just did. It's called Jam and Skip Skip. Basically, that rail, if you kind of do it normally without jumping off like I did, there's a chance that it just gives you, like, it sends you really high in the air and you get a jammin', like 400 point bonus. Sometimes, for some reason, it just doesn't give you the jammin'. And Gerp found a way to skip that interaction completely, and it's called Jam and Skip Skip.
I love these names. You
Yeah, no,
guys are
we're terrible.
So yeah, so we can call that a Thunderthon exclusive, right?
You can. It's never been done in another marathon.
There we go.
Where'd the level go? I don't know. It's gone. We're almost done the run.
It was there in that small skip that you blinked and it was gone. So for the story, is this the final fight after the chase?
Yes.
And it appears that the strategy is just like wailing on him again.
So that's time, by the way.
Okay.
So 36:05, not bad.
Sweet. Now we get to some good old fun incentives as well, right?
Okay, so I think I'm gonna close the game and reopen it, so we don't have to watch credits. That was a 26:34 in-game time for my SA2 friends in the chat. And the game crashed, by the way.
Of course, but that's calculated speed tech to
Yeah,
skip the credits.
it's still gonna save time.
Intentional. Yeah, can we get some GGs and some claps in chat for Savac on that run? That was amazing to watch. And just all the zooming around, all the boss fights. Tails getting a little bit of revenge. I know, it's not necessarily bad. It's not necessarily good for the speed run, but it was great stream value since I had just talked about poor Tails. So I'm really excited to see these incentives coming up as well. For those of you that... Go ahead.
Yeah, so you'll notice, by the way, that I'll actually show it. If you look at my file, you'll see that there's 0 emblems on the file that I just did, and that's due to emblem skip glitch.
Which again, chat, is way easier to say than emblemless.
Yes.
So, yeah, I believe we have 2 incentives that
we do.
Crushed for you. Which one would you like to do first? Final story %?
Yes, we will be doing last story now.
Okay.
So last story is very busted. It's basically just Canon's Core, which uses almost every character except Shadow. And there's a pretty large skip in pretty much every section of it. But I'm the most scared for the bosses, and you'll know why soon. But anyway, we're gonna get into it. I don't know if you guys have like a timer or anything. So if so, I'm just gonna wait around.
I believe the techs are ready
They
on
are?
the timer.
Okay,
yes,
perfect.
They are.
All right, so I'm gonna start last story in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I'm dumb. All right, well, oops.
We blinked. That didn't happen. We're fine.
All right, so we start off with Tails, and this is the only part that does not have a giant skip.
Need the revenge, man.
Ooh, that could be a problem. Yeah, I figured.
So how long did it take you to learn some of the strats, or what got you into Sonic Adventure 2 speedrunning?
So I was definitely a big fan of the game when I was younger, mostly for like the Chow Garden, like everybody, but it's not generally what I do anymore. The game just, I saw it like at GDQ and saw like how ridiculous some of the movement was, and I just kind of wanted to try it out for myself.
And now you're making all the ridiculous moves.
Trying to.
I would say succeeding as well, but I will, you know, chat would say that you're also succeeding. I see those claps and the GGs and everything.
Alright, so we are coming up on a nice skip here. Oh, okay. We'll do it next time. Alright, so we are out of bounds now.
Again.
Yep.
So the block pattern, is that RNG?
No, it's on a predictable cycle.
Okay.
Alright, so we landed directly in front of the door that is at the end of Eggman's section.
And now Jim Carrey is getting shafted with screen time. Even though Shadow doesn't appear at all, you said, I think.
Oh, come on. Oops. Oh, okay. Well, this still saves time. So I clipped back in one room early by accident.
But you still managed to skip a few rooms.
Yeah. So I skipped like climbing up the like these towers or whatever, which takes a really long amount of time. Yeah, I told you the level's busted. Knuckles I think is the most broken of all. Knuckles casually is just awful to play because you have to swim underwater, you have to worry about drowning. So when you speedrun this, you don't have to worry about any of that. You kind of just stand right here and you just walk out of bounds. Also, I just want to mention it's normally not going to clip out like that. That was incredibly pog. I didn't actually do a setup. He just kind of walked out of bounds.
I believe you mean completely intended, calculated
Completely,
first try every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. For sure.
Alright, so Sonic has a skip too. It only saves like a couple seconds. I'm going to try it one time. If I fail, that's it. Okay, that's it.
So on that attempt that you made, what was the intended thing to happen there?
So you super bounce, which I haven't actually had a chance to showcase because there's been no reason. And you jump really, really high, out of bounds, and you just clip back in behind the door that I had to kill an enemy to open.
Alright, that's pretty cool.
So, unfortunately I didn't get to show it. I got it in practice earlier today, but I only played this level once because I got way too tilted from this next boss. I know, or it was, I've gotten that clip before. It's actually like, I don't know why, but I seem to get it pretty often. Alright, so this next split is the Bio-Lizard fight. It's called Pizza Hut on my splits. If you don't know why, or why people in the chat might be spamming Hut, you will know soon why people like to say Hut for this fight. Also, we might see a lot of it because I'm bad at this fight.
How do you know if you're actually doing damage to the boss?
No, I'm trying to climb up the tail.
Oh, the back. Okay, I was like, I don't see anything that tells me you're doing damage or not.
So this boss is really considerate. If you get hit by him, he kind of waits for you to just, you know, collect your bearings.
Nice guy, boss.
Yeah, no, he's a homie. Not actually, I hate this guy.
I love all the huts, by the way. It just like reminds me of like old school, like Ocarina of Time rolling across the fields or sword swinging and all of that like repeated audio.
Okay, so we only have to do it one more time.
Sweet.
Game.
Is there a
Thank you.
certain angle you're trying to hit on the tail portion? Okay.
I'm just really bad at it.
Oh no, you're much better than I would ever be. So you're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, you can also kind of cover for being bad by mashing at inhuman speeds. I just can't do it.
Also, what is that, chat? You wanna donate to the charity for every hut that you hear? Wow, that is amazing.
Ugly prototype.
All right, so the final part of last story is Supersonic and Super Shadow against Final Hazard. I mean, try not to look at him in the arc and how they're interacting. Just, I ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna imply it.
They just made a giant lizard cannon.
Why is the tube where it is? I don't know.
We've got a question, so you know.
It's a prostate exam. There you go.
It's for health reasons.
Yeah, I think BioLizard might have some benign prostatic hyperplasia. He's got an enlarged prostate. You know, I should have given the lore of why Gerp calls the previous fight the Piss Lizard. But I can do that now. So for anyone who's ever wondered if there's a sewage system on the Ark, the answer to that would be no. So BioLizard's kind of been sitting in his own bio waste for 50 years. So that... Oh, nice snipe. That acidy stuff, you think it's acid? It's not. Okay, so that's it for last story. That's why there's so much, exactly. 50 years.
That was really cool to see. So yo, let's get some more GGs and some more claps in chat for our good friend Savac on that last run and the prostate exam finale.
So I gotta close the game again in the interest of time. So I don't know how much time I have to just showcase like major skips and stuff.
Yo, credible speed tech. Yo, how much time do you think you need?
Well, I mean, I'll use as much time as you guys will let me. 10 minutes? Okay, gotcha. Also, I have a remix of the Cityscape song. Most of my music, I switched back to default. I just didn't change Hero Story levels because I forgot. So the first thing I'm going to show off is the most well-known skip, which is Cityscape skip. So there's a lot going on, so I'll kind of take a pause before we get to it and explain everything I'm going to be doing. I hate light speed. Okay, so this skip depends on a couple things. It depends on your position, your speed value, and whether or not you can press buttons quickly. So position's always going to be a constant. I'm going to homing attack this right wall. My speed value is going to be dependent on when I unroll on this hill And if my speed value is just right, Sonic will go out of bounds by getting launched off of a ramp. But his foot will not go out of bounds, and it will hit a speed pad. And if that happens, we'll see something fun. Oh, frick. Okay, well, good start. I can back it up. Okay, well, we might be here for a bit now. Oh.
I feel so bad for these poor cars.
Oh yeah, we're decking them. They're just all gone now. Any semblance of a visual cue that I might have had, it's gone. Alright, there it is. So, purely by chance, level design allows me to fall into a spot 30 seconds later in the level. But because this is not the intended route, the camera is all messed up. And then when we get over here, it's normal again. You get into kind of the truck section. So the next thing that I want to show off is another very well-known skip.
How much time does the skip that you just did save on
30 seconds.
Wow, that's a lot. Holy moly, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
and it's the first split of the run in Hero Story, so you have to get it. So you'll commonly see hero runners, they're just stuck on City Escape. Oh, actually, I can showcase another strat here. I'll give it a couple tries. This one has an awesome name too. It's called Air Yeezy.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's also an Air Jordan in this stage. All right, I'm gonna try a couple more times, and then we'll keep going.
Air Yeezy just hits different when you
Oh,
like.
there it is.
Like that.
So we kind of used the rail to screw up our gravity, and jumped off and kind of did a wall run. So I didn't have a chance to really talk about skewed gravity during the run, but I used it in Final Chase when I did that mini skip. Basically, oh, we're getting all the wall runs. So any platform or any surface you're on, the game assigns whatever down is on that platform as like the direction of gravity. And so you can really take advantage of that on certain skips. There's another property that I want to showcase. It's called loop speed. So I can be walking slowly on this loop, but loop speed kind of kicks in and gets you kind of to full speed. So if you take advantage of those two things, we are able to set up for a wall run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to land on that half pipe, and I'm going to spin dash around the back of it. The reason that I'm going to do that is that I need loop speed, and I also need messed up gravity, and that's where kind of sitting on the side of it comes in. Alright, there it is. So we are now up the wall. And that method of getting off the wall is called moonshot. And it kind of just takes us to the end of the level. Hey, Luna.
These things are crazy intricate and very, very cool to watch.
Yeah, I was actually really excited that I got that first try.
I told you, calculated first try every time.
You're right. All right. So the next one that I'm going to showcase is another example of how great we are at naming skips. So I'm going to showcase a skip called Crazy Gadget Skip. Oh, okay, cool. So there's a lot going on in this one. So I'll kind of try and explain it as we go. But the gimmick of this level is the gravity. You have to use kind of switches to switch the gravity from, you know, like up, down, left, right, etc. So that was just guaranteed to be broken by speedrunners by just finding spots where you don't change the gravity back when they, like, the way they intend you to do. So here you're supposed to change the gravity to the right to continue and get all the way down there. Everything between me and that area down there is a giant kill plane. But if I can make this jump, then we get to play the rest of the level on the left wall. Oh, come on. Get back on there. Alright, so we're now on the left wall. And so we kind of continue through. This room, we have to kill an enemy in order to open the door. We can't actually do anything other than like glide around like this, but if you get onto this platform, you can actually do a bounce. Oh no, hold on. So now, the room turns, and this is going to allow us to fall through this room. And then, as soon as this door opens, we can use a bounce to break out of bounds, and we're going to hit the goal ring from behind and die as we do it.
No! Yes!
And that's kind of why Sonic is like, no, yes! Which, I mean, it kind of gets me every time. So, that's Crazy Gadget Skip, which is really, really flashy to see, but there's a way to skip it. So we're going to load right back in, and there's a new setup for this. It is going to give us a really nice camera. So this skip is called Crazy Gadget Skip Skip. Again, we're terrible at names. So CGSS. And this is still done in runs. This is the main strat. Where am I? Oh, I didn't talk about super bounces, even though I've been using them. Damn it. Alright. I'll get it after. So, somebody discovered that you can jump over a camera trigger, which is what I just did there. So, when I break out of bounds, we're going to have a really, really cool camera. Now, this trick is very hard because I have to wiggle between two kill planes, so I hope I get this first try, but it might take me a few. Damn it. There we go. So normally you actually do this backwards so you can't see where you're going. But because of this new strat, I know exactly where I am and I have no problem hitting the goal ring.
Yo, that was really cool. Also first try. So
I think
First try
another, yeah, first try, there you go. I think a great stage to showcase how broken the hover is Hidden Base. So I was saying that you can get to places the developers never intended, and no level demonstrates it better than this one. Okay, I guess it's the last one.
I am ready to go where no Tails has gone before.
Oh. Alright, I'm just gonna go for this skip. It's not gonna work because the cycle's off, but we can go through walls on this stage. But unfortunately, because the cycle was off, I'm dead. Alright, so I think that I'm out of time. So, assuming that's the case, thank you so much for having me. I hope everybody enjoyed watching Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
I definitely enjoyed it, and Savac, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showcasing this awesome game. Let me get some GGs in chat for that amazing run, multiple amazing runs, and the glitch exhibition that you all in chat helped us get towards. Savac, I hope you had fun, of course,
Oh, yeah,
on the
definitely.
marathon showcasing this amazing game, and I hope we can see you back here in the future, of course.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Savac. Yo.